Very often I wake up with an immense urge to restore something. Fortunately today I have an opportunity to finally do so. Let me show you. There she is. But wait, there is more. It's a sewing machine. Let me show you up close. First of all, it's a treadle sewing machine made in USSR around 1960 to 1980. I think it qualifies to call it antique. This is the machine itself. It has a table and a pedal, treadle. It's got some drawers. So as you can see, the table is heavily damaged. I think it's a heat or water damage or both, probably both. The sewing machine itself should work, and here the pedal, I'll try to clean it and then we will see whether it needs some painting. So yeah, this is our project for today, restoring this old sewing machine. So the weather is moderately warm today, but it might rain in the afternoon. So let's get to work, shall we? The plan of attack is following. Firstly, I'll dismantle the sewing machine so that it would be easier to work on the table. The table, as you guess, has to be sanded down. The stand and the pedal, I might paint it. And the sewing machine itself, it's very old, so it's very dirty. I don't know how well you can see it, but there are a lot of oily dirt outside and inside, so I'll try to clean it. Also here you can see, because the sewing machine is very heavy, it kind of falls in a little bit into the table. Maybe my dad will be able to look at it and do something with it. I'll ask him later. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, firstly, dismantling this sewing machine. No, firstly, the hair. Fine. So I need to unscrew the sewing machine. I hope it won't fall on me. Please don't fall. Okay. Oh, Jesus, so heavy. Let's put it somewhere. So this is how it looks without sewing machine. Those are inside, dead bags. Very cute. It won't be too bad of an idea to remove all those hardware and those that are inside for easier sanding. I might do that, but I don't want to, because this will complicate things a little bit more, though the sanding would be much easier without those. I don't know. So, okay, I've decided to sand the top part of the table, then I will try to remove it from its legs, then I'll probably remove those bits and more hardware so that I would be able to sand it from all the sides. Okay, let's do that. Let's remove those drawers. Okay, I can't remove those. I think I need to first remove those tracks. I found a needle. There is nothing in this drawer. Okay, I've already forgotten what I said, what I'm going to do. I think to sand the top, right? Yeah, okay. Got the sandpaper. Maybe I'll use this block to help me. Let's go. It's going to be a long day. Well, I have a question. Do I have to remove all the lacquer in order to put the new one on, or I'll just do it lightly? Alright, the progress so far. I was working on this part of the table. I hope you can see there's untouched part. It's very difficult to do it by hand. I'm getting very annoyed with it. Also, I'm getting very hot, so I think I'll move us to the shade. Let's go on. I think I give up with sanding. So here's the deal. This goes very slow doing it by hand, and I can't afford it because I didn't explain you earlier. So I'm on my holiday, vacation, whatever, at home at my parents', and I'm staying here for 2 weeks. If I will sand this whole thing by hand, it will take me at least 1 week. so I can't do that. My dad has got an electric tool that can sand things way faster, but the problem is he is not here. He is away at the city at work, and he comes in 2 days, I think, for a weekend. So I think I'll have to delay sanding this thing for 2 days, and I'll go on with this on the weekend. But what we can do while I wait for the electric tool, right? This is my makeshift tripod. So what I'm going to do, I will dismantle this wooden tabletop from its legs. I'll clean the legs and I'll paint it black, and then I think I can also clean the sewing machine itself. So yeah, plans changed, but I think it's for better. Alrighty then, it might start raining in 2 hours, so let's get on with it. Come on. I need to unscrew those big guys. There are 4 of them, 2 on each side, and then I think legs are free. Let's try the big screwdriver for big screws. Come on. Thankfully they are not screwed too tight, because that would be a nightmare. And the last one. Whoa. Let's inspect those legs together. So as far as I can see, there are only light damage on those. Can you focus on here, please? So I don't think that I need to sand it or something. So I'll probably only paint over it. So I'll wash it now and I'll paint it. There's like old thread stuck on the wheel. Yeah, definitely a wheel would be a nightmare to clean and to paint. It's clean. The hardest thing was to remove those old threads that were stuck here. So guess what I did? I burned them with those matches. I've got black metal paint. It's not full, so I hope I'll have enough. Okay, that smells. Oh yeah. Honestly, I kinda like painting things. That's fun. Nice coverage. I think 1 layer would be enough. Anyway, I don't want to paint 2 layers, just because I'm a bit lazy. Still, I think this will take me some time. There's not so much of surface, I think, but there are lots of details that I should get over. For example, this pedal thingy. It's just holes, but you need to cover those holes from every side. No dripping, please. Alright guys, painting is done. Unfortunately, I can't pick you up because this and this. So I'll go wash myself with gasoline and I'll show you close up. Okay, I'm back. I've painted it all. I think I've covered most things. Maybe here and there I couldn't get in, like in this wheel. I hope it won't be so shiny when it dries, because I like the matte finish more. It shouldn't take long before it dries. I think it's fast drying paint. Okay, I'll go have a lunch now because I'm really hungry, and maybe I'll go take a dip in the river. Talk to you later. Hello. It's the next day. I decided to use yesterday's good weather for filming my last video's reveal, which is a short that I've sewn. Also, today I filmed the reveal of my video before the short, which was summer outfit. So I'm very happy about that. And now it is overcast and I think it's about to start raining. So here we are. We are going to clean sewing machine. I just want to protect this glass table. So I'm using cardboard for that. Also, excuse the background. This house is under construction, so the stuff is just everywhere, whether it is build related or just. But anyway. Oh, this is the sewing machine. Main point of cleaning is this region. It's lots of grease and dust that got stuck on the grease, and also here inside this thing. You probably can't see it, but I can. So I think I'll try to remove this metal thing to get inside, and some cleaning here and there. We'll see how deep we can go. Let's start. So I've got some rags, I've got some Q-tips. Probably gonna be a little bit wasteful, but I will. Also I've got the degreaser. Let's see what it can do. Alrighty. I'll do some smaller rag. I'll dust it first. It's already dirty. Where to begin? So here I can see lots of dirt, lots of stuff. So this is what we are working with. I have a feeling that I will use lots of those Q-tips. So I've cleaned this region. Is it completely clean? Probably not, but I try to clean it as best as I can. I think it's clean enough. So let's move on to other parts. There are some parts that are so tight that even with Q-tip I can't get in. That's why I don't think it is possible to clean it completely without dismantling it by parts. This one could be quite satisfying, so I want to show you. So I want to clean this plug. Check it out. Oh yeah. Here we go. Nice and shiny. I think now's the time to look on what's happening inside this thing. Ooh. And this is how it works. Ooh. Some fluff. I don't think that I want to use the greaser on moving parts of the sewing machine because I want them to stay greased up. Can you admire me working a screwdriver with left hand? My non-dominant, by the way. It's definitely weird. Here's also a serial number. I tried to look it up on the internet to find the date when it was made, but I couldn't find any information, which is very unfortunate because I'm very curious when this was made. Anyway, I think we are done. I will now just lightly go through with damp cloth to wash the surface, and that's it. Okay guys, the sewing machine is clean, sort of, so I will leave it for today. Tomorrow evening comes my dad with electric sanding machine, so tomorrow evening I hope I will continue working on the table. So I guess I see you then. Bye for now. It's thunder. Can you hear it? It's going to rain really bad today. My dad brought the tool. So this morning we took apart the table. We did dismount some hardware, but those which are left are impossible to remove. So they're staying there and I'll try to sand around those parts. So this is the tool that I'm going to work with. Very excited. I already tried it a little bit and it works great. So let's sand it. My dad also made this working bench for me so that I would not wreck my spine. I think the most satisfying part would be to sand this top part of the table, so let's do that. Let's protect my lungs. I think you can see the difference between sanded part and not. Pretty cool. I really enjoy it, so let's go on. Oh, looks so good. I like it. I hope it won't start raining. Alright, the top section is done. My hands are trembling right now because of the tool, but let me show you. And this is how it looks. So beautiful. The only problem is that those chipped parts, I don't think that I can do anything about them. I know there's some sort of paste that you can put on those chipped parts, but I don't have it. So it stays like that. Again, it's an antique, so it's a part of an antique nature. It lived a long life and it shows some places. So part of the character. I have a feeling that soon it will start raining. Anyway, I think I'll lock in and just sand everything. And I'll talk to you when it's done. So it started to rain. Let's go hide somewhere. Meanwhile, I've sanded all the parts. Some parts that were not too damaged, I went lightly with sandpaper. My dad said it would be enough for it to be stained then. I think I will go onto the roof behind the house and wash all of the parts and stain them. Hi. So I've decided to stain everything inside. I've got permission from my dad. All the parts are here, all clean and dry, and this is what we are going to stain it with. This. We mixed two colors of stain. So we made half of walnut and half of cherry. So honestly, I don't know what color is going to be. So this is going to be a surprise for all of us. This is the underside of the table. So I think that one layer of stain would be enough for this, but all other parts I will stain twice. Okay, exciting part. The color is going to develop a little bit later when it dries a little bit, so please don't mind the light tint of gray. We tried to mix it so that it would be a little bit similar to the original color. That's why we added cherry, so that it would have a slight tint of red in it. Alrighty, I guess I'm ready to turn the table, and I think I like the color. Now, the top. This will have the most drastic change. Oh yeah. The only thing that's annoying while you paint are those random hairs. Okay, so I think I'll wait for an hour till it dries and we'll do the second layer. And the second layer. Okay, now I wait some more and I remove this part and stain other parts. I will now leave it to cure during the night, and tomorrow we are going to assemble it. Exciting! I will go now throw myself into the river, I guess, because I have dust everywhere. Okay, good night. Good morning. It's a final day, final stretch. Today we assemble the sewing machine. Everything is dried out. Here's the sewing machine itself. There are some things that I will need my dad's help with, but I'll start with things that I can do myself and then we'll invite him. Okay, I think I'll remove those for now and we'll work on the top part. And that is going to do some adjustments. Alright, this part is done, except for this side. I forgot to stain it yesterday, so I will do this now. And while it dries, I will move on onto the top part of the table and screw in all the hardware that is missing. I will put it outside to dry in the sun. Close this down. So that has done difficult parts inserting these things. I think now I can continue by myself, and what am I going to do is to screw in those tracks with drawers. Here was a lock that locked those moving parts, those doors or flaps, and then I think that's it for this part, and the only thing that would be left is to screw in this bottom part where the sewing machine is hidden. So now the drawers. Do you see those holes? In those 4 holes, this bottom part would be screw in. But those are quite old holes and they don't hold screws very well. So my dad said to take a match, put it in stain, then put it inside of this hole and snap it. So it's going to be sort of glued in there. There would be additional wood to hold screws better. I don't know, I never done this before. Let's try it out. I found the matches and you only have 2. So we take a match. We dip it in stain a little bit and then we put it into the hole like that and then we snap it. I think we continue with other 3 holes. Dip it in stain and put it inside of the hole and snap it. Okay, can you imagine? I just did it and used only 1 match. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Yes. I hope I can finish it till it starts pouring. Guys, it's done. I think now I wanna see whether it can sew. No, it's raining. Okay, let's cover it and we will try to sew later. So it's been several hours, but now it looks like the sky is cleared up. So let's try this machine's sewing abilities. I've got a chair with supplies. I'll get you closer. So in order to start sewing, we need to thread the machine. Fortunately, we already have threaded bobbin down there. Now I just need to put a thread here. So I've got this fun yellow thread. I watched a tutorial on YouTube on how to thread this sort of machine because it's not that intuitive like with other machines. Put here, and the most curious part is that you need to thread the needle from left to right. Usually it's vice versa with other machines, I think. Let's thread it. Let's try do some stitches. Alrighty, so the threading part is also new to me. Never used foot power before like that. Let's begin. Okay, it's going. Yeah, it looks like a stitch. Let's do another one and then I'll show you. Alright, guys, we've got 2 stitches. Look at that. I think I still need to work on the tension, but yeah, it does some stitches. So this means that it can sew. Nice. So I think I want to show you up close the machine, the whole restoration. So the most noticeable part is the top side of this table. It looks completely different and it looks so much better. It looks almost new with a little tinge of rustic at some places like this, but it doesn't matter. And I like the color. It looks similar to the original color, which is down there. The machine itself looks way cleaner than it was before. The chrome parts are shiny. I didn't do anything about those chipped enamel. I think it's fine. It gives this whole thing character. The leg, it's a bit shinier than I would like it to be, but I couldn't do anything about that because it's the only paint that we've got here in the cottage. So here it is, my first restoration project. Is it perfectly executed? Definitely not. As my dad said, it's whether you do it well but longer or quicker but with lesser quality. And I didn't have an unlimited time here, so we went for speed. In future, I would pay more attention to details and I would take it longer to perfect my woodworking skills. But for now, it's fine. It definitely looks better than it did before, and it's definitely in a better condition than it was a few days prior. So I take it. I enjoyed working on this treadle machine and I hope I will have more restoration projects in the future. So now when the sewing machine is done and we established that it works, maybe let's try sewing some clothes with it. Bye!